I haven't been recording videos for a while. Why is that? There has been so much going on. I can't even fathom it all together. So I basically quit my job at the beginning of this year to follow a film academy, which was to follow a film academy, which was really cool. I learned so much, I saw so much, I experienced life, really. Like, when you make film, you really see the world through different lenses. And what I mean by that is you're really present because you try to capture the moment. This sounds like so out of a book, like out of a Facebook post. No, but what I'm trying to say is you try to capture what's happening in front of you if you're really inspired by it. And this is what happened all the time. Like, while walking through Florence, I studied in Italy, which is already like super inspiring as a city itself. You just start to be really in the happenings because you're thinking of the next project, you're thinking of the next shoot. And that made me personally like really observe what was happening around me. So yeah, this was a little like insight just on what I did there. And then I was really questioning myself, okay, am I really doing this now? Like, is this going to be my life's goal? Am I going to continue as a director and make film? I actually love the idea. But I think I don't enjoy the execution that much. I think I do love certain parts of it. It's like with any other job at the beginning, you just see probably one of the more general like job descriptions, like a director or a cameraman or camerawoman. But then once you get into the details of what a film production looks like, you actually understand, oh, there's so much more to it, right? So when you just go through the credits after a movie, and I guess only a few people do this, like except of the filmmakers themselves. But if you just see like how many people are actually involved in making a movie, it blows your mind. And with saying that, I mean, I was only at a film academy. Now imagine in the huge, like in the bigger productions out there. But yeah, all in all, I'd say a really, really valuable stage in my life where I came back like re-energized and, you know, really wanted to put hands on several kind of things. And I did, like I started to record a lot, but then I realized it's just so much work if you don't have your team. And sometimes your team is quite scattered. So it's really work of pulling all strings together. And unless, you know, you have that space, I think it can get a little bit strenuous. So what am I doing right now? I'm looking into like using that skills basically that I learned from my previous job in like more of a innovative production side kind of things. It was still like production, I would say like video live broadcast production, several projects there, but I'm using the learnings and the things I've experienced there to make my own business, which I think on the long run is just more sustainable than making films at this point. But who knows, like I've really enjoyed the entire experience of filmmaking. Maybe it's not, you know, not a thing at this point. I'd say I'm quite flexible as a person, like I can adapt pretty quickly to different environments. So who knows, like at some point, you know, my later stage of life, I might feel like super good, super well, like super comfortable, that's the right word, to do that again, and then I'll go back to it. There's also so many recordings that I've just not shared at all, which I love them, but they're just so raw. Like there's like, I do have like red lines for them, like what they should look like. But they need to be cut together, and they need to be colored, and you know, get some audio onto it, and just sharpened, right? Like you would sharpen a diamond. That's what they need. So yes, that's it from my side. So what is this business about? It's mainly using my experiences in photography and videography and cutting and, you know, everything around production, like content production, to basically do photography of houses, apartments. I found myself still being quite creative in that area, but at the same time sustaining myself, because yeah, at this point I don't get more like projects than, you know, I need to sustain myself basically. If I'd get at some point like more projects, like requests, then obviously I will shift to that. At this point it's just not realistic, so I'm gonna do photography. So it's going to be real estate photography. So I went straight to, you know, buildings and homes, and I thought about it because I did that in cinematic, and a more cinematic approach as well, is I always try to capture the atmosphere. Like, what is this location, this place trying to make us feel? And I realized I really enjoyed doing this. Also brings me back to when I used to make music on the stage. I always really enjoyed the location, like which venue will it be. So for those of you who didn't know, I had a music band called The Talking People. Shout out to Shach and, you know, Benjamin and a couple of other guys. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, but again, I just enjoy life, but I need to sustain myself at this point, so I gotta get a bit more realistic, I guess. At least for the start, you know, and then if things are rolling, then I can always, and I think automatically, naturally, I will create more space for these more lively things of my life again. I do not regret what I did so far. Like, I think I tried out a lot. I'm 28 now, and it feels good that I was really intuitive, like, and I would not think a lot, like, if I felt there was something that was worthwhile to do, I just go for it and then see what happens, because you anyway don't know until things unfold. And sometimes that was like really stupid, but most of the times these were like the best experiences because they came out of an intuition that felt right and truthful to me. And along the way, you get to know yourself so well because you sharpen that muscle of intuition and self-trust, and you realize, oh yeah, this is something that truly works for me, that truly fulfills me, really gives me a purpose. Yeah, so for now, it'll be real estate photography. I'm capturing spaces, living spaces, homes, texture. I will also do videography in this, so just very simple, like gimbal, then my camera, some good lenses, and just capture that entire thing well so that I can be sold better. I never wanted to sound this way, but I guess when you get older, you start to just think differently, right? You want to plan your future and all. So yeah, and after all, it's not a bad thing because I'm telling myself, because I'm supporting people, you know, to advance in their fields. So yeah, it's maybe not the first thing I would choose to do, but it's definitely the first thing that will, with my experience and skills, help me to just move forward with all of my dreams, aspirations, and yeah, wishes, ideas, and so on. So videography will be one thing, photography, then I will be doing drones, so I'll fly drones. Just got my little DJI over here. Charging. I have to smile because I'm thinking, you know, when I see this video in like 5 years, I look at my really raw equipment and maybe already have like an more advanced DJI drone. Maybe I don't. Maybe that's all I need. But I definitely do some training right now. I used to fly drones already, but I just want to improve it a little bit. So yeah, that's my plan for the next weeks. And then yeah, let's see where it takes us. I'll do some Matterport in case you know that. So it basically renders together the space, the room you want to capture. So it's a 3D model with all the measurements, which will be super helpful and just yeah, visualizes the space that wants to be sold. So yeah, that's so much from my side. This was like a super raw, spontaneous video I just shot here, but yeah, I try to just keep things updated. I know I've posted a lot in the past, and even though I don't have like trillions of followers, there's still like people that, you know, friends across the world that yeah, I think would like to see 1 or 2 updates, and that's what I'm after now, since I haven't been doing it for like almost a year. So it's a good place to start again, and I'm trying to just very quickly summarize what has been going on. Yeah, so that's it from my side. I hope you enjoyed it, and stay awake and tuned for what's coming next. I'm definitely excited for my next steps and looking forward to share more, and see you soon. Bye.